Assess your immediate surroundings within the first 60 seconds. Your time machine wreckage may attract dangerous megafauna. Move at least 100 meters from the crash site immediately. The temporal displacement energy could cause radiation burns. You must quickly determine your exact location based on the night sky. The constellations will appear slightly different in this era. Check yourself for injuries. The dense Holocene atmosphere contains 15% more oxygen, which can make you lightheaded. Your multi-tool will be essential for survival. Create a defensive perimeter using fallen branches within the first 10 minutes. Find high ground within 500 meters. You need to identify the local ecosystem and potential water sources immediately. Look for mammoth tracks or other megafauna signs. These indicate nearby water sources and potential hunting grounds. You must locate water within 6 hours. The expanding forests of this epoch often conceal springs and small streams. Collect birch bark if available. It contains natural antiseptics and can be used to purify water from this era's microorganisms. Your poncho can create a solar still. Dig a 3-foot hole, place vegetation inside, and collect condensation for safe drinking. Watch for early human settlements. Smoke on the horizon indicates camps, but approach with extreme caution. You need to establish a base camp before nightfall. Choose a location with multiple escape routes and natural barriers. Set up your mirror as a signal device. The reflective surface can also help monitor your surroundings for predator approach. Create fishing hooks from your time machine's debris. Holocene waters have abundant fish populations near coastal areas. Your fishing line can be used for snares. Set them 50 meters apart along game trails to catch smaller prey. Be cautious of unfamiliar plants. The rapid forest expansion means many species are in evolutionary flux. Test new plants using the universal edibility test. Wait 8 hours between testing different plant parts. Construct a raised sleeping platform. Ground-dwelling predators are more numerous in this epoch. You must maintain a constant fire. The matches are precious. Create a backup friction fire bow within 24 hours. Monitor the sky for temporal rescue signals. Modern technology may be able to locate your temporal signature. Learn to identify edible roots and tubers. They're more abundant in this era due to reduced competition. Your survival depends on adapting to the ecosystem. Many familiar plants and animals will be larger than you expect. Keep your tools close and maintain them daily. The humid Holocene climate will cause rapid deterioration. Document your surroundings using marks on your multi-tool handle. This helps track seasonal changes and migration patterns. You must regulate your body temperature carefully. The Holocene climate fluctuates more extremely than modern times. Create backup weapons within 48 hours. Sharp stones and hardwood spears are essential for defense and hunting. Avoid large herds of migrating animals. They can attract predators and trample your campsite. Your knowledge of modern survival must adapt. The Holocene ecosystem is more volatile and dangerous than our era. Remember that diseases are different here. Even minor cuts can become infected with unfamiliar bacteria. Keep your camp clean and elevated. The abundant wildlife will be attracted to any food scraps or waste. You must immediately assess your time machine wreckage for salvageable materials and tools. Your technology won't function here. Move at least 100 meters from the crash site within 10 minutes. Toxic fumes and unstable power cells pose immediate dangers. Your next priority is finding high ground to survey the landscape. Look for landmarks like rivers, coastlines, or mountain ranges. You need to locate 3 essential resources within the first hour: fresh water, natural shelter, and materials for firemaking. Search for caves or rock overhangs facing away from prevailing winds. These will become your temporary base camp location. You must gather dry grasses, small twigs, and larger branches. The expanding forests provide abundant materials for fire and shelter. Create a debris shelter if no caves are available. Layer branches at a 45-degree angle against a fallen tree or rock face. Your shelter needs at least 6 inches of packed leaves and grass for insulation. The nights will drop below freezing regularly. Test unfamiliar plants before eating. Rub them on your skin and wait 45 minutes for reactions before taking a tiny taste. You should identify and mark edible plants near your camp. Look for nuts, berries, and tubers common to temperate forests. Set up 3 different types of traps within 200 meters of your camp. Animals are plentiful but wary in this epoch. You must purify all water by boiling for at least 5 minutes. Prehistoric water sources contain dangerous microorganisms. Create a smoke signal station on high ground. Green vegetation on fire produces thick white smoke visible for miles. Your survival depends on maintaining body temperature. Hypothermia can set in within 30 minutes in wet conditions. Fashion basic tools from stone and wood. You need cutting edges, digging implements, and hunting weapons within 24 hours. Keep your fire burning constantly. The smoke deters predators and provides a reliable source for new fires. You should establish a daily routine within 48 hours. Regular tasks help maintain mental stability and improve survival odds. Mark the passage of time by notching a stick daily. Maintaining temporal awareness is crucial for psychological health. Store dry tinder in your shelter. Morning dew and sudden rains can make fire starting nearly impossible without preparation. You must learn the movement patterns of local megafauna. Large prehistoric mammals are extremely dangerous. Create weapons for defense and hunting. A sharp-ended, fire-hardened spear should be your first priority. Your food preservation methods must be reliable. Smoke meats thoroughly and store them in dry, elevated locations. Practice using your signal mirror for 10 minutes daily. Rescue may come from unexpected directions or times. You should maintain a clean camp. Waste and food scraps will attract dangerous predators to your location. Build multiple caches of supplies within a 1-mile radius. Don't risk losing everything to a single disaster. Your long-term survival requires learning primitive crafting skills. Practice making cordage, baskets, and tools daily. Stay aware of seasonal changes. The Holocene experiences dramatic weather shifts that require preparation. You must establish clear markers leading back to camp. Getting lost in prehistoric forests can be fatal within hours. Keep your shelter entrance small and defensible. Nighttime predators were numerous during this epoch. Your success depends on adapting quickly. Modern survival skills must be modified for prehistoric conditions. You must quickly assess your immediate surroundings for food sources. The Holocene's expanding forests offer abundant resources if you know where to look. Locate water sources first. Streams and rivers will attract both plant and animal life. Your survival depends on staying within 1 to 2 miles of fresh water. Search the forest floor for edible mushrooms, but exercise extreme caution. Only harvest species you can identify with 100% certainty to avoid fatal poisoning. You'll find nuts and berries are safest in this time period. Look for familiar varieties like wild strawberries, blackberries, and hazelnuts. Set up multiple hunting zones within a 1-mile radius of your shelter. Animals in this era haven't learned to fear humans yet. Your fishing line can be used to create simple snares. Set them along game trails you identify by looking for broken branches and droppings. You must preserve any meat you acquire immediately. Smoke it over your fire or dry it in thin strips to prevent dangerous bacterial growth. Look for bird nests in the expanding forest canopy. Eggs provide crucial protein and fat, but only take half from each nest to ensure sustainability. Your multi-tools blade can be used to strip bark from birch and pine trees. The inner bark contains vital carbohydrates when cooked. Construct a smokehouse using your poncho and green branches. You'll need to preserve food for at least 3 to 4 months to survive winter. Watch for signs of foodborne illness. Any stomach pain or fever means you must stop eating that food source immediately. Your mirror can be used to signal for help, but more importantly, check yourself daily for ticks and other parasites. Create a calendar system using notches on wood. Tracking seasons is crucial for planning food gathering and preservation. You should establish multiple caches of dried food within a 5-mile radius. Don't keep all your resources in one location. Learn to identify medicinal plants quickly. Yarrow can stop bleeding, willow bark reduces fever, and pine needle tea prevents scurvy. Your shelter needs constant maintenance. Check for water leaks daily and reinforce with new materials every 2 weeks. Keep your fire burning continuously. The smoke will help preserve food and keep large predators away from your camp. You must maintain physical fitness. Perform daily exercises to stay strong enough for hunting and gathering activities. Create backup tools immediately. Your multi-tool could break, leaving you without crucial survival implements. Document edible plant locations on tree bark using charcoal. You'll need this map when food becomes scarce in winter. Practice fire starting with your matches sparingly. Save them for emergencies and master friction fire starting techniques. Your mental health is crucial. Keep a routine, talk to yourself if necessary, and maintain hope of rescue or return. Monitor weather patterns carefully. The Holocene climate was highly variable, and storms could last for days. You should rotate your foraging areas weekly. Overuse of any one area will deplete resources and attract predators. Build elevated food storage platforms in trees. Large mammals in this era will raid ground-level food caches. Maintain multiple water collection systems. Use your poncho to catch rain and create solar stills for backup water sources. Your survival depends on adapting to seasonal changes. Start preparing for winter as soon as you notice shorter days. Keep your campsite clean to avoid attracting scavengers. Bury waste at least 200 yards from your shelter and water sources. Learn to read cloud formations. The Holocene had extreme weather patterns that could threaten your survival with little warning. Your tool maintenance routine must be daily. Sharpen blades, check cordage, and repair any damage immediately. Notice your multi-tool's power cell beginning to dim. You must conserve what little charge remains for absolute emergencies. Your once reliable time beacon now emits only sporadic pulses. Accept that rescue may not arrive in time to return you home. Scan the expanding forest carefully. The melting glaciers have created new waterways and marshlands that weren't in your database. You must adapt quickly as your modern survival gear fails. Learn to craft stone tools like the early humans, who will soon inhabit this land. Watch for large predators in these transitioning ecosystems. Your weakening equipment makes you increasingly vulnerable. Your fishing line can still serve you. Braid it with plant fibers to create stronger cordage before it deteriorates completely. Find high ground as the changing climate brings unpredictable flooding. The glacial melt is reshaping this ancient landscape. Your matches are nearly spent. Master friction fire starting now, while you still have backup ignition methods available. Study the night sky intensely. As your navigation devices fail, the stars will become your only reliable direction-finding tool. The poncho's synthetic fabric is breaking down under intense UV exposure. Begin weaving reed mats for shelter while it still provides protection. Your mirror remains crucial, not just for signaling, but for examining wounds in hard-to-see places as your medkit supplies dwindle. Notice how the prehistoric plants are becoming more familiar now. Your forced adaptation is teaching you their ancient uses. The coastal cliffs offer caves for shelter, but watch for rising sea levels as the last ice age's glaciers continue melting. Your traps must become more primitive as modern components fail. Study how falling rocks and vines can create natural snares. Feel the strange peace that comes with accepting your place in this ancient time. The world is wild, but you are a part of it now. Your knowledge of the future seems less relevant with each passing day. The immediate needs of survival consume your thoughts. Watch the herds of megafauna with wonder, knowing their time is limited. Like your modern equipment, they too will pass from this world. The night air grows colder as your temperature regulation gear fails. Seek shelter in the dense forests that are reclaiming the land. Your final digital recordings will serve no future purpose. Instead, leave your story in ochre paintings on cave walls. Let the ancient stars guide your remaining journey. Their light has watched over this land long before you and will continue long after. Feel your connection to this prehistoric earth growing stronger as your modern barriers fade away. You are becoming part of its story. The wind carries new sounds through the young forests. Listen closely. They are teaching you the language of this ancient world. Your time here has changed you in ways future humans might never understand. The prehistoric wild has claimed you as its own. Watch the sunrise paint the glacier-carved valleys in golden light. Each dawn in this ancient time is a gift beyond measure. Close your eyes and breathe deeply of the pristine air. This moment between the ice ages and civilization is where you belong now.